Astrology isn't just about star signs. Good morning, I'm Lucky Links. If you like these daily tips that I've been doing, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can keep getting notified when new videos come up. If you'd like to get a reading from me, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. Or you can visit my website, luckylinksfortune.com. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm a Tibetan Bon astrologer and cosmologist, so my take on things is a bit different from Western astrology. There are 6 elements that make up 7 patterns that are the basis for everything that we bring into being in the world and our whole reality and how we experience it. What I'm going to do for the next few days is I'm going to talk about some of the most common habits and traits that I see in people when one of these elements is what we call defiled or obscured. And what I mean by that is there's lifetimes of habitual patterns, lives, karma that sort of dulls and messes up an element so that it's not really operating at its optimum. And when it's like that, it sort of shows itself in our lives in one way. And when we clean it up, it shows itself another way. I'm not going to say what each element is when I address it, and there's a reason why. And it's a very practical reason. What we do as Tibetan Bon cosmologists to help people cure this stuff is very specific, and in some cases deals with very, very powerful spiritual forces in our worlds and the human mind. And if people only have a small piece of it, their tendency is to run off and think they've got it and then start to try to cure people with only a tiny bit of knowledge. When that happens, it can cause great suffering for every individual. And all of us who are on the Tibetan Bon path make it our goal to help liberate and end suffering for all individuals. So I don't want to go against my vows to help liberate people. I want this to be a video that helps people become aware that these things are actually in their lives, and there may be a way for them, if they go after it, to cure it and make it something much more beautiful. The first trait that I want to talk about is people pleasing. This happens when a particular element is so obscured that people feel they can't say no to anyone and they have to continually please other people. What this does is it creates problems for them. They will put themselves in harmful situations. They'll keep giving to other people even when they don't have any energy left. They will find themselves unable to judge something, even if that something is harmful. So because they don't want to upset anyone, because they want to please everyone, they'll see something that may be wrong and they may say, well, I don't want to judge it, instead of recognizing that maybe this is causing harm, and if they take a stand against it, they might help more people than if they just go, well, I'm afraid to judge it, because then I'll be a bad person. What this particular trait is trying to be is really something very beautiful. When it's all covered in all of the dirt and all of the dust, and if you think about it like an archaeologist going through lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, this element is buried in the earth after lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. And we have to get all the dirt and dust and garbage off for it to be able to be what it really is. When it's purified and all that dust is clear, it becomes the ability to see and know in any situation exactly what's needed, what a person needs, what the situation needs, and it also blossoms into incredible, profound, and unlimited compassion for the self and for other people. And that means know exactly what a person needs to stop their suffering. So if you know someone who's got this habit, or you've got this habit yourself, it may just be that you have this element, a lot of this element, and there's lifetimes of garbage on it making you think that you have to people please. I'm Lucky Links, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do.